Good evening, live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman television. Here we present to you tonight's news bulletin. But first, the headlines. The State Council approves the study of reviewing marine pollution control law and set the draft law for public debt framework and indicators. The Gulf Cooperation Council countries' ministerial committee reviews implementation of the joint Gulf work decisions. The Public Authority for Mining is to organize a process engineering expo on 15th of April that will shed light on investment opportunities in mining field in the Sultanate. And the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs marks the anniversary of Isra wal Mi'raj. Good evening once again, and thank you for joining us. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The State Council approved the recommendations of the Joint Committee with the Shura Council on disputed articles in the Statistics and Information Draft Law and the Draft Law for a GCC Unified System for Express Mails and Parcels. The Council also approved the study on reviewing marine pollution control law as well as the framework and indicators for the Public Debt Draft Law. Moreover, the State Council approved a proposal to promote the role of Omani drama in the community. The session was chaired by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Mahfouz al-Mandri, Chairman of the State Council. His Excellency Dr. Abdul Latif bin Rashid al-Zayani, Secretary General of the Gulf Cooperation Council, said that the directives of Their Majesties and Highnesses, leaders of the Gulf Cooperation Council countries, stress on the necessity to speed up the issuance of regulations to implement the joint work decisions within 1 year. During the 19th meeting of the Ministerial Committee concerned with following up the implementation of decisions related to joint Gulf work, His Excellency hailed the effort exerted by the committee to support the approaches of the Supreme Council of GCC. He pointed out that the member countries issued a number of regulations to support the decisions. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamad bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. The Cultural Club organized a seminar on Oman's roles in international peace. The seminar focused on the Sultanate's humanitarian roles as well as its peace policy in the region. The seminar also highlighted the role and message of media in the geopolitical arena. The speakers in the seminar discussed factors contributing and making this country an important figure as global peacemaker. The Public Authority for Mining will organize Process Engineering Expo, which will take place during the period from the 15th to 17th of April in Oman Convention and Exhibition Center. During a press conference, His Excellency Engineer Hilal bin Mohammed Al Busaidi, the Chief Executive Officer of the Public Authority for Mining, called for making use of potential mining investments opportunities which will be presented by 60 companies in the exhibition. The Process Engineering Expo aims at attracting local and foreign investments in the mining sector and will act as a platform for all mining stakeholders and potential investors. The expo will address the current and potential challenges and seek to promote researchers and industries in the mining field and develop qualified national workforce. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman television, and yet to come in our news bulletin, an exhibition in the Wilaya of Rostaq reflects the modern and historical landmarks and touristic sites in the Wilaya.
Why is competition good for businesses? Businesses compete in things like price, quality and service to win new customers who could be other businesses as well as consumers. Being competitive can mean more customers choose you rather than your rivals. But when businesses collude and don't compete, this can lower down the quality and service and the consumers paying more than they should. This is an unlawful practice and can stop consumers from getting more options on goods and services with better quality and better prices. That's why the Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Law was issued to regulate the freedom of practicing any economic activities and stabilize the principles of the market rules and freedom of pricing, in such manner that the same shall not restrict competition, prevent the same, or be negatively affected, thereby to benefit consumers, businesses, and the national economy. Breaching any of the law's clauses could lead to prison sentences and fines up to 100,000 Omani riyals. The punishment can also include paying 10% of the total annual sales of the products subject of the violation, as well as damage to the business's reputation. Help us in preventing anti-competitive activities by contacting the following numbers. And to know more about the law and the prohibited activities, please visit our website www.cmc.om. Competition Protection and Monopoly Prevention Center.
Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. The Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs held ceremony to mark the anniversary of Isra al-Mi'raj at Sharia Sciences College in the Governorate of Muscat. The event, which celebrates a miraculous night journey by Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, from holy Mecca to Jerusalem and then ascended to heaven. This historical journey came to honor the Prophet by Allah. The ceremony witnessed a huge attendance from members of the society, included poetic sessions and religious lectures, in addition to presentations that expressed the biography of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. With participations of a number of specialists from the public and private sectors and international experts, the National Center for Financial Information organized an awareness forum on combating money laundering and terrorism funding. It aimed at exchanging expertise and improving the performance of those working in the financial establishments in dealing with issues related to money laundering and terrorism funding. The three-day event discussed a number of topics such as the organization and system to deal with the two issues and the development of judicial judgments with regards to money laundering crimes. Dhofar University concluded its competition titled Future Presenters in its 8th edition amid wide participation from students. The competitions was organized for students studying in the colleges and universities in the Governorate of Dhofar. It aimed at developing the skills and capabilities of talented students in the field of radio and television, presenting in both Arabic and English languages. Some 45 participants took part in the 3-week-long contest. An exhibition is being organized in the Wilaya of Rustaq under the title Rustaq from the Sky. It contained 36 photos that depicts various aspects of life in the Wilaya. They reflect the modern and historical landmarks and touristic sites in the Wilaya of Rustaq. The inauguration ceremony of the event was held under the auspices of His Highness Sayyid Mohammed Al Saeed. Five innovative projects representing the governorates of Dakhiliya and Wusta qualified to the second edition of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry Innovation Award. Our reporter Saleh bin Khalfan Al-Rahbi has more details in the following report.
53 competitors from a Dakhiliya governorate and 13 from Al-Wusta governorate participated in the first phase of Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry Innovation Award. 21 ideas competed before the judging panel. 5 innovative projects qualified to the second phase, out of which 2 winners will qualify to the third phase of the award, where they will compete with the other qualified projects from all centers at the national level in November 2019.
20 teams are nominated today, and we will just choose 5 of them. The jury will choose 5 of the teams, and they will be competing in a national level in Sultanate of Oman.
The award endeavors to support Omani innovators to sharpen their talents and guide them to develop their ideas into products that offer innovative solutions. in accordance with local and global requirements. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh Mukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya Governorate.
And concluding that particular report, we come now to the general weather forecast around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over the most of the governorates, with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coast of Arabian Sea. Winds will be southeasterly to south light to moderate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. More details on your screen. You're watching the Sultanate of Oman Television, and before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. The State Council approves the study of reviewing marine pollution control law and set the draft law for public debt framework and indicators. The Gulf Cooperation Council Countries Ministerial Committee reviews the implementation of the joint Gulf work decisions. The Public Authority for Mining is to organize a process engineering expo on 15th April that will shed light on investment opportunities in mining field in the Sultanate. And the Ministry of Endowments and Religious Affairs marks the anniversary of Isra wal Mi'raj. And with that, we do conclude this news bulletin brought to you live from this news center of the Sultanate of Oman Television. From the entire news team and myself, we thank you for joining us, wish you a pleasant evening and good night.